All systems go. Cleared for takeoff.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the SHIPIT Nation PGA Round 3 Showdown show here. And we are on the Mayo Media Network and breaking down Round 3 Showdown, which obviously starts tomorrow. So we're on here a little bit early. So we're going to kind of talk through the end of Round 2, talk the cut line, some guys that need to make a move here at the end to get through to play the weekend, and then see what we can find for tomorrow in terms of some targets for Showdown. So we'll keep kind of refreshing. DraftKings has it nice on here where they have the score. So we're going to kind of work through the leaderboard top to bottom. Thanks for joining. Obviously, if you're watching it back, we appreciate it as well. End of round 2 here, and it looks like the cut for sure is going to be 4 under. It is over at Data Golf. It is 89% at 4 under. So anyone that's finished up below that, they're done. A couple guys, on the cut line right now that need to remain there, that are still playing in their round. Wesley Bryan, Jason Duffner, McGreevy, Kramer Hickok is right there as well. You got a couple guys at 5 under that need to, remain up top, which should be easy. If you're at 5 now, there's no reason to go back. This course is super easy. Keith Mitchell, Harrison Endicott, Steven Yeager, Kevin Yu, Matt Neesmith, Bo Hostler, all at like 5 under. So we'll monitor. There's some guys at 3 that could kind of make the push up. Those are Patrick Rogers, Adam Hadwin needs to make a little bit of a run here. Trey Molinex, Brant Snedeker, Denny McCarthy, Lanto Griffin. There's a lot of guys that are at 3 under that will probably need to make a little bit of a move here to get their way into round 3. So we'll keep an eye on that. And like I said, we will also dive into round 3 pricing and kind of see what we can find over there. If you are not a member yet at SHIPIT Nation, please head on over, check us out. $59 for the month, $599 for the annual package, and that gets you everything on our website: PGA, MLB, UFC, big UFC card tomorrow, and we have 2 of the best in the industry breaking it down. They did a video early. That's Titletown and Big Marley. Their content is already posted on the website as well. We have tier rankings. We have a full slate breakdown. A star rated system that our guy Big Marley does, and then core plays as well from Title, Marley, GPP, Cash, and then I put my core up over there as well. So I've been pretty hot recently in the UFC street, so hope to remain on that little bit of a heater here going into tomorrow. Massive card, UFC 290. Looking forward to that one. So make sure to get on over to shipitnation.com. Check us out. $59 for the month, and then $599 for the annual package. This is a huge birdie fest. We knew it going into it. You're going to have to go really, really low, and we've seen some ridiculously low scores so far. I mean, from random people. Jim Herman's like 8 under today. That is a crazy number for a guy like Jim Herman. Crazy number for Jim Herman, 8 under. Oh, sorry, someone just popped in, showed up at the front door, so I had to tell him to go away. 8 under for like Jim Herman. That is a crazy number. There's a couple other guys that went 8 under today. Who else was there? Michael Thornborson, or however the hell you pronounce his name. Sepp Straka went really low. He had some ownership. Japanese guy Yuto Katsugawa 8 under. Said Jim Herman. Kevin Streelman 8 under today. So you need to go low. We know that winning score is going to be very, very low, under par. And going into round 3, it's going to be more of the same, where we kind of need our guys to be very low. We talked about it on the show yesterday, where you're going to need all your guys to win these GPPs to be at least 4-5 under par. And that will be the case tomorrow as well. Just wanted to pull up weather and see if there's anything that kind of stands out tomorrow in terms of weather. Chance for a little bit of rain tomorrow, but nothing that I think, stops play or is an impact whatsoever. So, that's nothing on that front in terms of the weather. While we're doing these shows too, guys, go ahead and you can kind of pump some questions into the chat as well. I know you're doing this solo. It always helps to get some extra question in there, some extra content that I can kind of dive through while on the show. So go ahead and get some questions in there and we'll get them covered if possible. In terms of the slate for tomorrow, we're going to kind of go leaderboard top to bottom and see what we can find. Just wanted to let's see if we can get an update on some of our guys here. Let's see. Shanks 4 under. Hubbard's the guy 4 under. Chris Kirk was in mine and Tambo's core 3 under so far. He's got a lot to go. Bo Hostler's the guy that I'm kind of on here 3 under. Keith Mitchell so far 2 under. It's kind of it. Oh, and then another thing I wanted to point out, Cameron Young. Real big round for Cameron Young. Again, 7 under coming off that 6 under performance yesterday. So he's kind of cruising along here so far through John Deere Classic, and he needed it. I mean, he's kind of been struggling. So he definitely needed a nice round, and that's what he had today. So 13 under, currently sitting in the lead so far. So going into tomorrow, Cameron Young sitting at 10-9, 13 under. Garrick Higo at 11 under, 7.2K. Adam Shank so far 10 under, 10.1K. My guy Aberg just continues to play very, very solid golf. I mean, just really nice round today. What did he shoot today? Today he was Aberg. 7 under. I mean, so he had a huge 7 under round as well. So he is 9.5K tomorrow. Brendan Todd, another solid round. I believe he's 5 under, 7.6K. Our guy Meow, Tambo's boy Meow. I call him Meow. He says Meow, however, but I'm going with Meow, 7.5K. He's sitting at 10 under. So in terms of these guys at the top, who do I want to target? Who do I want to be off of? My initial lean for round 3 is going to be a stars and scrubs type approach. So we have, Cameron Young up here at 10-9, really, really like him. Adam Shank, 10-1. I think he's a very solid play. And then we have Aberg sitting at 9.5K, a guy that's also a very solid option, I think, going into tomorrow. Higo is a guy that I liked on the main slate. I played him round 2. I'm going to stick with him at 7.2K. I get, the game theory of fading some of these guys that are up at the top of the leaderboard. Hang on for 1 second. Kids are right in front of the office trying to kill a bee. This is just awful timing. So I apologize for that. But if you hear any balls or fly swatters bouncing off the walls here, you know why. So these guys up top that I'm looking at, I mean, that I want to play, Cameron Young for sure, Shank, Aberg, and I'm going to stay on Meow and Higo. These guys that are sitting up here at the top of the board, the guys that I'll probably be off, I'm going to continue to fade. Brendan Todd, I just don't have much interest in him for tomorrow's slate. I just don't view him as a guy that's going to continue to make birdies all throughout the weekend. So I'll be off of him at what is his price tag tomorrow? 7.6K. Cameron Young, I'm going to keep riding. I mean, I know he has a chance to end up being the leader here after 2 rounds, and his ownership is going to be up there, but rightfully so. I mean, he's just on an absolute heater so far through 2 rounds. So in on him. Let's do a little refresh here on DraftKings just to see. I mean, their scoring is a little behind the actual scoreboard, but it doesn't look like much has changed. Blixt, I mean, was phenomenal in round 1. So far, I think he's even. Let me see. Blixed, where is he? Yeah, even so far. So really hasn't gotten anything going around. Definitely expected that after the crazy 9 under yesterday. I'll be fading him. Hubbard, I really like at 8-1. He is 4 under so far today. Kind of cruising along. Great guy for showdown formats. 4 under through 10 so far. So he could move up even a little bit more. Definitely like him going into tomorrow. Quest, really haven't been playing him. 7.9K. I'll just stay off. I mean, it's kind of like, man, I didn't play him on the main. I didn't play him round 2. He's been solid. So I'll just stay off. Glover, really nice round today. Moved up the leaderboard. Couldn't make a putt yesterday and then kind of got everything going today. 6 under in round 2. I'm good sticking with him. Grayson Murray, 7.3K fade. Jimmy Walker, I'll definitely fade at 7K. Kevin Strillman, 6.8K. Not much interest there. Gribble, definitely not. Jim Herman, 8 under today. Is he still going? Yeah, he's through 13 holes. He's now 9 under through 13 holes. Do not play Jim Herman tomorrow, please. He's going to make the cut. Just do not do it. Where is JT Poston? JT Poston tomorrow, 8.6K. He, as of now, he's done at 4 under. No, I don't think I can go there. I want to go more Stars and Scrubsy, I think, tomorrow. He's a guy that I don't necessarily want to be on. Batia, is he still at 7 under? Yeah, he's finished his round 7 under. I do like him tomorrow at 7.8K. Nate Lashley is a guy that I randomly got on this week. Haven't played a lot of him. We talked about it on the show, kind of made the joke, he looks like a guy that would be a John Deere Classic winner. And so far, so good. He's still got some work to do. So he's through 9 so far, 1 under on the day, 7 under total. He had that nice 6 under yesterday. Troy Merritt, he's coming back to life. We talked about him on the main show. We talked about him on the round 2 show last night, myself and Tambo, and he had himself a very solid round today. He is 5 under so far through 15, so he looks to be safe going into the weekend. 7K, he seemed to find something at the Rocket Mortgage last week. Japanese guy, Yato, I'm just going to go with the first name, Yuto, I'd assume is how you pronounce it. 6'3". He had one of those massive rounds today. He went 8 under, I believe I said earlier. I'm not going to chase that. I think he will be a fade for me tomorrow. Russell Henley. Let's get an update on Henley. Showing 5 under on here. Is that the true number? Let's see. Russell Henley, where did he go? So Henley's now up to 6 under. So he is 4 under so far in his round. Still has 8 holes to go. He's going to move up the leaderboard. I'm going to stay on him. I mean, just playing very solid golf. Wasn't great yesterday at 2 under, but he's kind of finding his groove a little bit here today. At 4 under and now 6 under total on the tournament. Definitely in on him. Eric Cole at 9.8K has been so far through 2 rounds. He was 4 under, I believe, today. 9,800 though, I just don't love it. If we sort by price, I definitely prefer getting to Cam Young, Henley, Shank over Cole. So I'm on him for the main slate. I was on him today. But I don't think I have much interest tomorrow for Eric Cole. Seamus Powers, his round done. Let's take a look. Mr. Seamus, just 1 under through 12. What's the price tag? 9-1. Yeah, I don't have much interest in him. Smalley, though, I think just always a good showdown type play. 8.9K, I can get behind him. Really, really like the price on Chris Kirk. I was heavy on him on the main slate, heavy for round 2. He's currently 3 under today, 6 under total, 8.7, just a very solid price tag. The Sepp Straka round, not chasing that. Grayson Sig, 6 under yesterday, not really doing anything today. 7,600. Man, the price got way up there. I think that's a good spot to kind of be off of him. Adam Svensson. He is 6'7" going into tomorrow. 4 under today, so he could move up a little bit more. I do have more interest in him than Sig. I don't get the 7.6 for Sig, the price tag. So yeah, I'm off of that. Kadira, a guy I talked about yesterday, and 2 under today. That's definitely not great, but 6 under on the tournament. He'll obviously make the cut here. 7.4. somewhat interesting. Hardy at 7-3, I think, is certainly a play. We talked about Dafu yesterday. Just guy randomly kind of got on the main slate, 3 under today, 3 under yesterday, and he's sitting at 7K. I think he's a really good value play. Coming down, see if there's anything else that kind of stands out as a play. Keith Mitchell at 9-7. Want to see where he finishes up today. He let's see, it's showing here that he is 5 under. Got the leaderboard. So he's 6 under. So now he's 3 unders through 10 so far today. We talked about him on the show. I didn't like him as much for round 2. Tambo kind of changed my mind. Played a decent bit of him. He's 3 under. Sure, he'll make some more birdies here down the stretch. So 9-7, I can definitely get behind that. Our guy Yeager, is he done? So he's 2 under through 13. He's a guy 9-3 though. Man, that's up there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not fully decided on him. Really like Bo Hostler. I know he's currently in his round. Is he still at 5 under? Let's check and see. Yeah, 5 under, 3 under so far today. He's a guy I think that can just make birdies here. I am interested at 7-8. Kevin Yu is 4 under today, 7.2K. Moderately interesting play. Matthew Neesmith, though, is a guy I really like that price tag, 7-1. Is he still sitting at 5 under? Yeah, so 2 under so far today through 14 holes. I think he's a very strong option. If you want to punt a cheap guy tomorrow, No, I think is a guy. Sung Yul No is, I believe, how you pronounce it. Don't have Tambo here to fix my mispronunciations, but I think that's how you pronounce it. He's 6'4". He did go low today. He went really low today, 5 under. But at 6.4K, I could definitely get behind him. So that's kind of gets us through the 5 under. So I just want to verify with some of these 4 under guys where they're actually at on the leaderboard. Let's check in on like Kramer Hickok. I know he's going right now. Hickok still 4 under. So he potentially might not make it. But if he does make it through, I would definitely have some interest in him. Denny McCarthy, struggling a little bit today, it appears. So he's only 1 under. If he ends up, kind of staying right way down here, like at 4 under, 5 under, 10.8K, his ownership is going to be very, very low. I think he would be a guy that I'm interested in, likely going off early tomorrow. Adam Hadwin, where's he at? Showing 3 under on here. Is he still at 3 under? Yeah, he's at 3 under. So he has some work to do to make the cut, essentially. The cut's most likely going to be at 4 under. Let's just get a update on that. Yeah, it's up to 91%, so it's getting stronger at that number. 9.2, I don't mind. Like on the main slate, he was 9.8, so I could definitely get behind him. Where's Patrick Rogers, man? I talked about it. I was like, I don't really want to play this guy. He's got some work to do. So he is 3 under. He has 3 more holes to go in order to make the cut. 8.2, though, relatively decent price tag. Dougie Gim, 2 under so far today. He's got to make a move. I'll keep playing him, though. I played him today. Played him on the main slate. I'm gonna stay on my boy Gim. Sargent. Did Sargent play earlier? So he's 2 under through 7. He's got to make a little bit of a move. 7K is a good price tag for him. I would definitely be interested in him going into tomorrow. Get some questions in there, guys, for sure. If you are watching live, I know we get a lot of playbacks on this, but if you are watching live, go ahead and fire some questions in there so we can get those answered here at the end of the show. So that kind of gets us through the player pool here, kind of talk through all the pricing, guys that I have interest in. I will say, though, I think the overall mindset for me going into tomorrow is more of a stars and scrubs approach. I really want some Cam Young, Henley, Shank, assuming Keith Mitchell gets through. Aberg, I really like at 9.5K. I think he's a phenomenal option. Just want to do a little update here and kind of see. Yeah, so Higo, I believe, made another birdie. Where's Higo at? Higo is 6 under through 13, so he's having a phenomenal round. Let's just do a little update here on this leaderboard and see. Adam Shank, 4 under. He's 10 under total. Jim Herman's 9 under. That's just incredible. Mark Hubbard 4 under through 10. So some of these guys are definitely gonna move up a little bit, but those are the guys I kind of want to be on. If we sort by price, like Aberg, like him a lot more than anyone else down here in this 8K range. Chris Kirk is too cheap at 8.7. Keith Mitchell, I like, assuming he finishes strong here, which was decent, pretty good yesterday. Today, it looks like he's going to be even better. And then I think the interesting option here is Denny McCarthy coming in at 10.8. He's hovering right around that cut line. If he goes out early tomorrow, I would definitely have some interest in him. Henley, 10.5. I imagine he moves up a little bit. We'll get a quick update on Henley, see where he's at. Is he still at 6? Yeah, so 4 under total, 6 under on the full event. So he'll probably move up a little bit too. One question: what is the different strategy between regular versus captain slate for round 2? So obviously, captain slate, for me personally, I'm not going to mess around. Like, I want the guys that I know can go low, and typically that's a more expensive type guy. So I'm fine, going with an expensive guy in the captain, which would lead to more risks with some of these cheaper guys, more 6K guys in your lineup. Hoping Shank can finish strong today. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I have a lot of Shank. For round 2, one of my highest owned guys. So hope he continue. Let's get a Shank update while we're at it. Let's see. Shank is, it said 400 through 13, but I want more. 334 yards to the cart path. So this is like that drivable par 4. Not far off. I imagine he gets some relief here from the cart path. So probably in a pretty good position to make another birdie, I'd imagine. So hopefully he gets that done because I have a lot of him as well. Is there any wind tomorrow? AM, PM advantage, or pretty even? Any wind? I talked about it. It doesn't look like wind, but it looks like there is a chance of rain, but not anything substantial where it's going to cause a delay or anything like that. The course is already pretty soft, so any additional rain will just soften it up. Soften up more. AM, PM advantage are pretty even. I always kind of lean guys going off early for Showdown. And, those are going to be the guys that are further down the leaderboard. And it just makes it very easy for Showdown, just little strategy type talk, especially for round 3 specifically, where the cut's already been made. People are going to the top of the leaderboard, like no matter what. They're playing the guys that have been playing the best so far throughout the tournament. So for round 3, you load up on some early guys that are lower down the leaderboard. They're naturally going to be lower owned. So you're just creating like natural leverage by building your teams like that. So that's why I kind of talked about Denny McCarthy. I really like Cam Young. Don't get me wrong. I'm playing Cam Young. He's going to be going off late tomorrow. He's 13 under. He's going to be either the leader or, right up there. But the pivot for sure is just like Denny McCarthy, who's probably just going to squeak through this cut line. Again, he could move up. He still has a few holes to go. But the ownership between those two is going to just be naturally different, and then you're just getting that leverage very easily, and he has maybe the advantage of going off earlier. I just like these guys playing on the fresh course, so that's kind of where we're at on that. Go Collect, good afternoon. Hey, good afternoon, man. A lot of success recently from my guy Go Collect too, just crushing it out there. He also said he just finished up the show with Title and Ham. The MLB show. Title's a busy guy today. He's got the MMA show. He's got the MLB show going. So if you haven't, man, definitely check out that MMA show and the MLB show. So go after this if you're watching, shoot on over, watch the MLB show before MLB lock, and then get back on over and check out the MMA show over at the SHIPIT Nation YouTube channel. Can Meow do it again tomorrow? I mean, man, Tambo kind of called him on the main slate as a random cheap guy, and he's just been crushing. He is 7.5K. That's one thing I just don't love, that price tag. So obviously, because he's been playing well, he gets the price bump. Man, I just probably play him just because I like being on Meow. I have a good round 2 team with him on it, so. If he treats me well, if this team treats me well, I'll definitely be on. But I think you can play him either way. I mean, mean, he's playing really solid golf. He was, 500 today? Meow, where are you? I was saying meow yesterday, and Tambo was trying to correct me. Like, no, I'm just calling the guy meow. And when your name is MOUW, you go by meow. Yeah, so 500 both rounds so far. He's sitting in third right now. That could change. A lot of guys have more to play, but I'm fine playing him. I'm going to play him for sure tomorrow. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at with meow. Love to hear that. Shank, tap in birdie. That will be nice. Was that? Yeah, he was one that was just on the cart path. Yeah, relief from the cart path, I'm sure. And now he's got tap in for almost 5 feet, 4.5 feet. Hopefully he makes it. He's been putting really well, though, so I imagine he will. All right, one last look here. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, see where we're at. All right, so the cut we're thinking is 4. Some of these guys, let's take a look at the 3 under guys that need to make a little bit. There's a lot of guys at 3 under still out there that need to get Sargent, Brian, Austin Cook, Doug Gim. I need Doug Gim, Ryan Moore, Hahn, Russell Knox, Matt Kuchar, Zach Johnson, Adam Hadwin's a big name down here. He had ownership. Patrick Rogers, another name. He had ownership. So all those guys need to move up a little bit to make the cut. The guys that need to just hold steady, Max McGreevy, Denny McCarthy, Trey Molinex, Kramer Hickok, they're all at 4 under. And you have to imagine the guys 5 under and above are safe. I mean, there's just not a lot of birdie or bogey holes out here. Like, you need to be moving upward, not going backward. Just a very easy, simple course. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We'll have all our content up at shipitnation.com. If you're not a member, like I said, get on over there, check it out. $59 for the month, $599 for the annual package, gets you everything. Got best ball coming out here pretty soon. Marley and Title just did a show. We have the deal going with drafters. UFC 290 tomorrow as well with Title and Marley. They have all the content up on the website. And their show is posted over at the Ship It Nation YouTube channel. And before you know it, that big sport of NFL will be here. And you know what happens during NFL season, man. So much fun. Showdown content, regular content, everything you need to have success at DFS. Speaking of success, I like our chances for round 3. All our content will be going up here pretty soon at Ship It Nation as soon as this round ends. So make sure you get on over to shipitnation.com. Check it all out. That is going to do it here for the Ship It Nation PGA Round 3 Showdown Show. Good luck to everyone in your contest. We'll have content for round 4 as well. So get on over to shipitnation.com. Check it out. But that is going to do it. Good luck to everyone in your contest. We'll be back next week.